Okay, so bright sunny Sunday morning, just allowing that sun to just soak into our bones and our bodies, and feel how uplifting that is on the spirit. Just allowing the rays to envelop you, your whole body. Knowing that when we are inside, we're safe from the sun's rays. We're not worrying about the burn and the UV, but we're just feeling its warmth and its love. And the sun is something that we can bring with us all of the time, even when it's not shining. We all know the power of sunshine for us, giving us vitamins that we need, giving us warmth that we need, and light. And so when we are in need of some sunlight or some warmth or some guidance, we can always simply close our eyes and access the beauty of the sun. The beauty of the sun is always with us, and sometimes we miss it when it's away, and sometimes we strive for it. But in the striving, we lose the present moment awareness. And so we access it in our mind's eye whenever we need it, but there is no need to strive. When we strive, we start to lose present moment awareness because we become filled with anxiety for whatever it is we're striving for, whether it's money, health, love, or friendship, peace of mind. The striving does not serve us. Instead, for us, it's about finding that present moment and seeing the beauty that is there. When we are anxious in the striving, we miss so much that is in our presence. When we strive for the sunshine because we're craving it so much, we're missing the beauty that the clouds are bringing to us. Those clouds may have beautiful images embedded in them. They may have the rain that our soil and flowers and plants need so badly. And we know deep down inside that the clouds will not last forever. Because behind each and every cloud is the sunshine just waiting to appear. Striving is something that we're sometimes conditioned to do, conditioned through media and social media, through our dissatisfaction with ourselves sometimes, as we sometimes feel not good enough, not smart enough, not rich enough. But we are enough. And when we embrace that enoughness, when we accept who we are, we raise our energy vibration and we accept the present moment awareness. We understand that we are who we are right now. And we can plan and we can dream. Nothing wrong with that. But striving takes us to a whole different level. One that is fraught with anxiety and often fear. And so in our meditation, we can sit with that anxiety and sit with that fear as we watch it, accept it, and put it into that cloud that we talked about before and just watch it float away. Because the fear and the anxiety do not serve us. Instead, they hinder us, holding us back, keeping us stuck. And in order to raise our energy vibration, we must acknowledge the fear and anxiety, but we don't want to ruminate. We don't want to get attached to those feelings. Usually underneath anxiety is fear. And while fear can be frightening for us, we can also sit with fear knowing that it is simply an emotion that must be released. So we sit with the fear. We feel it in our mind, our body, and our spirit. And then we release. And when you allow yourself or you choose to release, you can take note of your mind, body, and spirit to notice the difference. Fear and anxiety are not going to go away forever. They're part of our human condition. But we take one step at a time. And when it arises again, we begin again. Each time something arises that we have seen or felt before, we can tell ourselves that we are beginning again. Bringing a beginner's mind as though we've never felt it before. And the more we cultivate the beginner's mind for our thoughts and emotions, the easier it gets to sit and release. We know that we think thousands and thousands of thoughts a day, and we feel myriad emotions throughout that day as well. But before we get attached or before we ruminate, we want to bring the pause. Instead of pushing them down or pushing them away, we pause. And we can cultivate the pause in our external thoughts, the words that we speak. So instead of chattering without consciousness or attacking without thoughtfulness, before we say the words, we pause. If only for a moment or two to connect the thought with the emotion so that our words are kind and loving instead of biting and hurting. And in doing so, we are bringing loving kindness to the world. So something to bring to our practice is the pause, is the noticing and release, and the loving kindness. And sometimes we must bring that loving kindness to ourselves so that we can then give it to others. We bring ourselves into our own heart center and we radiate that unconditional love that we have felt or been given by others or by pets. And we radiate that to the world. Our world is in turmoil. And we want to pause and ensure that we are not adding to that turmoil. Instead, through our meditation practice, we are cultivating consciousness, awareness, and loving kindness. And the more we cultivate that with our world, externally to ourselves, the more we are able to internalize. So they go hand in hand. Loving kindness to ourselves, to give loving kindness to others. Loving kindness to others so that it comes right back to us. We are all deserving and we are all capable. And so for the next while, as we sit in silence, be conscious of what's coming and going from your mind and your heart. And practice that beginner's mind as though you've never thought that thought before or felt that feeling before. And you simply notice and release. If necessary, putting it in the cloud to let it float away because you know the sunshine is there. And so we'll sit in that loving kindness until you hear my voice again. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings find peace.